Coming up on the AFN Europe Report.
Airmen in Mali, Africa teach local soldiers life-saving skills should a mass casualty accident arise. Plus, American and Georgian soldiers mark the beginning of Immediate Response 08.
We are very grateful to the country of Georgia for hosting this exercise.
With an opening ceremony, and a former survival instructor is using his skills to teach lifeguards how to keep swimmers safe at a pool in Ramstein, Germany.
Those stories and more.
Your station, your stories.
The AFN Europe Report starts now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Specialist Jennifer Gold. Well, we're given boundless opportunities to learn. However, that's not the case in some countries, particularly in tactical and life-saving skills.
These Malian medical professionals have never been trained on what to do in the event of a bus crash or other mass casualty event. That's where this U.S. Air Force and Navy team come in. They're passing along their critical medical knowledge in field medicine and pre-hospital care to this 32-member class.
I think that with this training and stuff, they'll actually be organized and know who to set where they're going to go. You know, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and assign, delegate, you know, and then people will be able to do their own thing, and then they'll know how to treat it, or they'll know signs and symptoms of what to treat.
The Malian medics were grateful for the American training. It's very important for me to learn the skills today so that I may help others later. He went on to add that this assistance and commitment to Mali is not only good for his country, it's good for all of Africa. Reporting from Kati, Mali, I'm Senior Airman Alex Griffin.
Service members in the Republic of Georgia kicked off the beginning of Immediate Response 08 with a special ceremony.
The Republic of Georgia hosted the opening ceremonies for Immediate Response 2008. For the next several weeks, U.S. military and Georgian forces will be living together, working together, along with training side by side, with the ultimate goal of building strong relationships between the different militaries.
We are very grateful to the country of Georgia for hosting this exercise. I especially want to thank the Georgian Armed Forces for your strong support, not only for this exercise, but also for your continuing service with American forces and our allies and partners.
General Garrett added, few militaries have the experience and professionalism the Georgians do, and acknowledged their contribution to ongoing operations.
We salute the courage of your soldiers, and we honor their sacrifices. American soldiers are very proud to serve alongside Georgian soldiers.
Additionally, General Garrett said he looks forward to strengthening the partnership between the U.S. and Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Ukraine. Petty Officer Denise Martin, Vaziani Training Area, Tbilisi, the Republic of Georgia.
Summertime means outdoor sports, and many of those outdoor sports include water. We introduce you to a guy who is taking his survival skills to the pool.
Even though he's obviously panting heavily, he's not breathing and no pulse.
Kevin Wagner teaches lifeguards how to save lives at the Ramstein indoor pool.
My office rocks, all right? It is. It's cool. Look, it's big, it's loud. I can come in here and scream. Nobody says anything, even though it scares them every once in a while. It's hard to get the feet to rotate that far. It really is. That's a skill.
He's been saving lives for over 20 years and decided to teach others how to keep swimmers safe.
He's funny. He's hilarious. He's a great instructor, a great teacher.
This is not his first time teaching people how to work in the water. He was a SEER, or Survival Evasion Resistance Escape Instructor, with the Air Force for 12 years.
This is just a new challenge, a whole new spectrum for me to work in.
He uses the knowledge and skills he developed over the years to show the kids how serious their job is.
They like to hear the stories of things that we did in the jungle, or things that we did in the woods, or things that happened in water survival. You know, and how things can go bad really quick.
Does he miss being a SEER instructor?
Once you're in and you've done your time, that's always a part of you. But it's a part, you know, as opposed to, you meet a lot of people in the military that their job defines them. That's who they are. Who are you? I'm a SEER specialist. Nah, I'm Kevin Wagner. I did SEER, and it was a great part of my life. Now I'm Kevin Wagner, lifeguard. Rock on!
And he continues to teach kids the art of life-saving.
Okay, continue to play and frolic.
Staff Sergeant Vanessa Heinzelman, Ramstein, Germany.
Everyone seems to be looking for ways to cut costs and save money, and we take you to Turkey, where a vehicle maintenance shop is saving money and saving the environment.
People in the vehicle maintenance shop thought of ways to make positive changes to their work center that would have a large impact on their operations.
We have four main processes that save money. The tire recapping program. We recap 24 tires last month alone. We have another system called a battery rejuvenating system. It's a pulsating system where it takes batteries that cannot be charged anymore, and that lets us recharge the batteries back up to a full charge. We have another process. It's called a clean burn system. 500 gallons, drums is stuck in tanks, and it's pumped to a clean burn where it heated the facility that way. We can burn everything in there except antifreeze. In the antifreeze, we have a recycler. We do anywhere between 19 and 25 gallons a month.
In just 1 month, this shop saved the base over $7,000, but they're not done yet. They're always looking for ways to improve processes while saving the Air Force money. Tech Sergeant Rose McGuffin, Incirlik Air Base, Turkey.
Everybody has a story, and if you'd like to share yours, we'd love to hear from you. Send your story idea via email to stories@afne.army.mil. Plus, don't forget you can also look us up on the web. We're at afneurope.net. All the stories you've seen on the AFN Europe Report are available on our website. Once there, you can view, save, and send these stories to anyone you'd like. And coming up, an old sport is popping up in new locations throughout Europe. Stay with us. When the intramural softball game is over, the players have to return to work. And here's a team that has some tips on returning to work unscathed.
Summer vacation brings a lot of excitement, so it's important for airmen and their families to keep safety in mind. The 101 critical days of summer are here, and the Air Force wants service members to do all they can to prevent mishaps and injuries. That's why the Incirlik sporting event coordinators require all players to wear proper equipment while participating in sporting activities.
We're not getting paid to do this, and come Monday morning we still got to go back to the job. So if you're not wearing your proper safety equipment, who's to say that you're going to be able to go do your everyday Air Force job? This out here is supposed to be fun, safe, and that's the environment we try and provide.
Although wearing the equipment and preparing the playing field may take a little extra time and effort, it will help to ensure the airmen stay in good health. I'm Staff Sergeant Yoshi Shinzato, Incirlik Air Base, Turkey.
It's a little hard not to feel pain in this old sport, making new fans throughout Europe.
According to Old Mission Beach Athletic Club, it is often referred to as the father of American football. Rugby had its first matches at least 70 years before football was played in the United States. But rugby continues to gain popularity with athletes in the U.S. Here in Sigonella, sailors battled it out against teams from Mr. Bianco and Catania in a double elimination tournament.
Rugby's a great game because everybody gets to touch the ball and everybody plays an important part of the team.
A rugby team consists of 15 players who must be able to run, pass, kick, and catch the ball. The game is played at a fast pace with few stops and constant possession changes.
The brotherhood is the second part of the game and the best part. The rugby game is a great competition during the field, on the field, and during the game. Then afterwards, we all come together and celebrate and have this great fellowship and fraternity.
The event was more than just a game. It was also an opportunity for sailors to learn a little more about European culture.
It was really just a good match, and you learn a lot from them. Learn a little bit more about the game. You're not playing it too long, so it was a good time. There's just a lot of energy out here. It's a good showing.
Sigonella's privateers tackled their way to the top, winning the tournament against both of the local national teams. Petty Officer Juliana Dunn, Sigonella, Italy.
If you're still looking for a place to go this summer, how about a place with beautiful terrain complete with a pristine ocean? Well, the Azores may be just your destination.
It only takes about 20 minutes to get from the southern coast of Terceira to the northern coast. Within this short distance are two different ways of life, which airmen and their families learned a little more about on a tour sponsored by Outdoor Recreation.
The northern side of the island, when the first settlements came over here to the island and established themselves over here, there was a big change on their lives because they were away from the town centers. And they would only go to the town centers for selling up their stuff that they made. Like they lived from their fields, from their farms. Whatever they had in their backyard, they used and survived from it.
One of the things they made was wine. Vineyards here grow well around volcanic rocks, and since the northern coast is considerably more rocky, the wine industry thrived. Tourists visited a wine museum where they learned how the wine is made, strolled through vineyards, and got to do some tasting. Tourists also visited the home of a basket weaver where they saw him in action. Local artists still use raw materials from their fields, such as palm leaves, straw, and vines to make crafts by hand. Of course, a tour of the northern coast wouldn't be complete without a traditional meal.
You're getting to taste like different types of food that they eat traditionally here on the island, like alcatra, fish alcatra. They have like the blood sausage and different types of pork items that they have.
At the end of the day, these airmen and their families not only learned a little history, but also of a few more places to visit while stationed at lodges. Staff Sergeant Colleen Armstrong, Lodges Field, Azores.
And coming up, a special guest visits Europe when we return.
Trains, a great way to move around equipment and supplies, but they can be deadly. When you're working at a railhead, watch out for the overhead high voltage wires. If you touch them or anything contacting them, you can be killed. It happens every year. Never climb on equipment loaded on rail cars, and make sure nothing can touch the wires. Be aware of the risks, make smart choices, and watch out for your buddies.
The popular actor Rockman Dunbar tried his hand at a poker tournament with the troops in Germany.
Rockman Dunbar will tell you he knows his stuff when it comes to acting. But ask him about poker and you may get a funny look. But that's okay, because although he's here to play a game, he was more interested in learning what service members do for our country.
Just interacting with the troops has been the best experience for me. Learning more about what goes on behind, the gates.
During his visit, he learned military members' sacrifices are sometimes like being dealt a bad hand. But support from home is like a pair of pocket aces.
There are people there to say, hey, we love you, we respect you, you're braver than I could ever be, and thank you so much for, supporting and defending our country and defending our rights.
Dunbar is a rookie when it comes to poker, but when it comes to his fans and supporting airmen and our mission,
thank you for coming out, supporting the Air Force and, doing their thing. I appreciate it. Big fan of the show. Good luck to everything.
And that was Air Force Sergeant Onika Banks reporting. If you have a story idea, send an email to stories@afne.army.mil and look us up on the web. We're at afneurope.net. All the stories you've seen tonight on the AFN Europe Report are available on our website. So if there's a story you'd like to share, you can save it to your computer and email it to anyone you'd like. That's all the time we have tonight. For everyone here at the AFN Europe Report, thank you for watching.
Early this morning, volunteers stuffed over 10,000 USO care packages full of little things that tell our troops around the world we will never forget them. We're all about the little things. We're the USO. So are you.